Good morning to all my friends and family, and welcome. Welcome to Jim's 5 a.m. Club. And this morning I come to you from this awesome location. As you can see, it's blue sky, it's a spring morning, there's a gentle breeze, and I'm up here perched on the Cahill Walkway. It's one of my favourite locations here in Sydney, especially on a day like today, where you can look across Circular Quay and just bear witness to the beautiful and beauty of this city of Sydney. We're so lucky to live in a global city which is as beautiful as the one that we have here behind me. As you can see, we've got the Harbour Bridge, that beautiful monument just behind me there. And we've got the ferries coming and going. So what I'll do is I'll go on a bit of a walk and talk and have a chat to you about a topic that I've got near and dear to my heart. I was downstairs there in front of the customs house before, and a young bloke walked past. He went into McDonald's, grabbed himself a cheeseburger, I think it was, and as he was walking up the road towards, or crossing the road to Circular Quay, he unpeeled the paper on his cheeseburger, and as he was lifting it to put it into his mouth, bang, a seagull. There was a horde of seagulls just following him, and a seagull just went bang and swiped it from his hands. To his shock and surprise, he was looking around, he didn't know what hit him. It was just so bloody funny, but it reminded me of a situation many years ago when I was working for Optus, and the then marketing director, he had an unusual name for an Asian. His name was Titus Yong, a very unusual name, but he gave us a presentation, a rev-up talk. Let's walk and talk. He gave us all a rev-up talk at the end of the year, and his talk, believe it or not, was on not allowing other people to eat our lunch, not allowing other people to steal and eat your lunch, and how appropriate. I was working for Optus back then, and Optus was a challenger, of course, a challenger culture, and our biggest competition, as was for everybody, was the mighty Telstra. And I've worked for both Telstra and Optus, but Optus had a wonderful challenger culture. And what Titus Yong talked to us about was the importance of standing up to your bullies, to the people who bully us, and to get your fair share, and not to let anybody eat your hamburger or steal your lunch. It was a wonderful presentation because Titus Yong was a very conservative sort of guy, but on this particular day he was fully revved up. His turbocharge kicked in, his rev counter was redlining, and he was going hammer and tong, and basically encouraging everybody to accept the challenger culture, to stand up and be a worthy challenger, regardless of the size of your opponent. And he basically gave us the rev-up talk, suggesting that we were the David and Telstra were the Goliath, and to go after them, not to allow them to go after us and to bully us and to steal our hamburger and eat our hamburger, but to protect it and to fight for every bite that we could get out of that hamburger. It was a memorable presentation. A few mics up here, but it was a memorable presentation and something, as I said, I'd never forget. And it just goes to show, you just can't tell a book by its cover, because Titus, as I said, was a conservative, quiet sort of guy, but he made his point. On that day, he got up in front of about 1,000 people would have been, and he just went on and on and on, and he hit every single point, every single mark, got everybody revved up. And I guess he gave us that call to action that all leaders need to give to their teams. And believe it or not, each and every one of us has a tribe. We've got people who are depending on us to encourage them, to lift them, to run with them, to run behind them, to run in front of them, but to be a support, to be the wind beneath their wings. So the message to all the young people out there is do whatever you can to encourage the people around you and to get them to get the fair share, to get their quota in life, and to not settle for second best or settle for small meals, but to fill their appetite, to build their appetite and to fill their tummy with all that they're entitled to and all that they desire. Anyway, I'll continue walking and then I'll just head back to work. But it's going to be an absolute cracker. It's going to be a cracker of a summer, and I can see the Coleroy coming in. So let's just perch ourselves above the Coleroy and see it, turbines churn up the water, because I can never ever get enough of it. I've noticed that the Jacaranda trees in the background over there, the Jacaranda trees are starting to drop all of their mauve petals, so their time has come to an end for this year. And I do remember when I was at uni, at Sydney University, in my first year, where Sir Herman Black, who was the dean of the university, came and presented to all the first year students, and he told them about the Jacaranda tree, which was in the main quadrangle. And his advice was beautiful advice. He says you need to start studying before the Jacaranda tree commences to blossom. And if you've left your study to the time when the Jacaranda tree has started to shed its blossoms, you've probably left it a little too late. In case you're not aware, that famous Jacaranda tree that was located in the main quadrangle at Sydney University fell over 2 or 3 years ago. It just was just through age, it just collapsed upon itself. But it has been replanted. They've taken clones of the tree and replanted it in the main quadrangle, but I'll never get to see it again in its full grandeur during my lifetime, because it will take 20 or 30 years to get to a size which will be remarkable and an absolute spectacle. Anyway, thank you very much for joining me once again on Jim's 5am Club. I really enjoy getting the opportunity to chat to you, and believe it or not, this episode of Jim's 5am Club is the 400th in English, and I've done 61 in Greek, but this is an absolute incredible milestone for me today, which I'll celebrate with you. Never in my mind, never in my wildest dreams did I ever think that I'd be able to get to 400 vlogs in English, talking about various topics without notes, without editing, without scripting, without planning, just talking off the cuff and trying to share experiences, book summaries, messages, songs, whatever pops into the mind, whatever pops into our head, so that we can go on a walk and talk and have a shared experience. And for those who are not here in Sydney, who are not able to leave their home, to be able to vicariously enjoy the beauty of this city of Sydney, and to also hopefully benefit from some empowering messages that may uplift them or help us all get through our day and be able to make the most of our morning and build upon each other's energy. Anyway, thank you once again. Let's finish off with a positive affirmation. I'm alive, I am well, and I feel absolutely great. To my friends and family, stay connected, stay relevant, and most importantly, enjoy your lives, enjoy your day, enjoy every moment, because a day like today will never ever come back. What you gain today, what you glean today, what you pass on today, what you share today will be captured, and what slips through your fingers, what you don't do, you'll never get a chance to do today ever again, because today is unique and today exists only in this time and space. So make the most of your today, and thank you once again for joining me. And tomorrow I look forward to coming to you again from another location, showcasing the beauty of wherever I am, be it Sydney, Greece. Who knows where I'll pop up tomorrow or where I'll be next, but hopefully I'll be able to come to you with another empowering message, a message of hope, so that we can grow, develop, and go on a volta, go on a magnificent volta where we can walk and talk and just share, even just momentarily, some beautiful messages. Take care everybody. Yasas from Jim's 5 AM Club. Sasagapao, I love you. Tatapume tomorrow, God willing, and we'll chat again. Yasas. Take care. Bye.